it's party time. Oh, it's party time. Having a party.
Yeah, it's party time. Oh, it's party time. Having a party. Yeah.
Yes!
Welcome. Welcome. Happy Saturday. I am the chief NFT strategist. Gang in the building. How y'all doing today? Me, I am exhausted. I just did a 2-hour call with my digital marketer. And I just want to say, F you, Facebook. That is the most complicated ad platform out there. I mean, they have so many different business managers, event managers, account managers. And if you get one thing wrong, like if you set it up wrong in the past, you're screwed. I have a Facebook page that I haven't been able to get into for almost 2 years. It was one of my original pages that I started. I have all of these pictures, videos. I have like over like 4 or 5,000 friends, people that I really use that page to build up my real estate business and my home care business. And they won't give me access. I've tried to verify it through 3 different ways: through passport, photo ID, email. What happened was when they went through a change many years ago, they did something called a code generator. I never signed up for it, but if you didn't set up that app and get that code generator, now you can't get into the application. And I have contacted customer support, which is damn near impossible to get through to. They did, after maybe like emails, because I was trying to get some other things set up. I was able to get in for like 24 hours, and I didn't get a chance to switch everything over. So once they locked me out again, I emailed the guy back. I said, hey, listen, you guys gave me access. I need to get access again so I could finish cleaning up that page so I could actually delete it, get all my pictures, my photos, and switch over some of my business account details. And I never heard from anyone else, and they never gave me access again. So we're really trying to get that access so I could get a lot of the ad platforms set up. One of my main accounts is tied to that profile. So wish me luck, man. Facebook is impossible to get anyone to help you. And you would think, as big as these platforms are, that they would put a huge emphasis in the customer service, but they don't. So F you, Facebook, with a big F. Now, moving on, I'm going to talk about a couple of articles and things that I've seen. But before I do that, I'm going to do this. So be sure you go out and mint a Bar Gang NFT. ETH has come down. The price is pretty good. In my opinion, please go out and support. The body launch is coming soon. We're picking up our advertising and marketing efforts. So I hope that you support us and look out for big things coming soon. So I'm going to jump right into it because I have a few things to talk about today, and I want to try to get through everything. The first thing is this article. Are NFTs being used to launder money? I swear more and more articles are coming out about the scams and the corruption within the NFT space. And I actually think it's a good thing because, because it's still such a new concept, so many people are getting in it, so many people are getting burned. I think people need to hear the truth. And I still think it's a valuable and amazing opportunity to create an NFT marketing strategy. But first, we got to, like I always say, skim the fat. We got to get the bad out as much as we can so people can start using it for the good that it can provide to businesses and to individuals. So this one is with Fortune, are NFTs being used to launder money? I mean, my initial thought is hell yeah. I mean, crypto in general, I got to think, and I don't have deep pockets, but I got to think if you got deep pockets and you want to hide some money, you will go the crypto route. So So the summary basically says the easiest way to detect potential trade based money laundering is to see whether the price of the transaction is in line with the fair market value of the item being transacted. For art, that would usually be the price recommended by an appraiser. So right now, NFTs are the hottest thing on the internet. Even if you don't know exactly what they are, they've been absorbed so quickly into pop culture that even Saturday Night Live has done a skit about them. Uh, their meteoric rise has raised some questions, particularly among those who see parallels between the current thirst for NFTs and the excitement surrounding initial coin offerings, ICOs, a few years ago. The fear is that NFTs like ICOs could be exploited as yet another way to launder money in an anonymous and untraceable way. These fears are not unfounded. According to cryptocurrency analyst Crypto Unfolded, Google Trends data indicates that there's almost as much public interest in NFTs now as there was in ICOs in 2017. Of course, it is possible that a lot of those searches are driven by unfamiliarity with the term and the desire to learn more rather than the urge to purchase an NFT. At the same time, the amount of money that has already been spent is jaw dropping with one work by the artist Beeple selling for 69 million at auction, the third highest auction price for a piece of art by a living artist. And you could read more about the article. Let's see. There was one section I wanted to get to. At the moment, there's no evidence that money launderers are flocking to NFTs, as Jesse Spiro, the chief of government affairs for blockchain analyst company Chainalysis, points out. The bad actors are looking for the ways that are most likely for them not to be caught laundering money. And while that's not to say that it's NFTs, if they find an avenue that they can exploit, they will. They are always probing the fence and looking for the holes. So definitely check out that article. Like I said, big money. I can see. I don't have big money, but I can speculate. And in my opinion, I can see how people can definitely use NFTs to launder money. You kind of, sometimes when it's hard to determine what drives the price up or down, why some projects take off more than others, it is, in my opinion, something going on. And I don't want to, knock the actual artists or the teams that are surrounding some of these projects, but some of them have raised a lot of questions. And I would think that the people that have big money, if they wanted to kind of hide or launder, they would jump into NFTs because once again, there's no accountability, no regulation, and nobody's really going to question it because everybody's going to be smiling, especially if the price is going up. They're going to be smiling and clapping and not really too concerned if it's a bunch of money being laundered through that particular project or project. So I do think there could potentially be that, but it sounds like they're on top of it, they're monitoring it, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if more comes out with that story. Now, fast forward, I want to actually jump into the Bitcoin chart. I'm just going to share my entire screen because that'll be easier to get between tabs. So the next thing is the Bitcoin chart. So if you look at the chart, the day chart is actually up 1.14%. 5-day chart is down 2.3, 1 month down 2.4, and 6 months down 3.59%. If you kind of look at the trend lines, oh man, mosquito or something here. Looks like the uh, Bitcoin price has bounced off the lows and that's trending higher. And if let's go to that 1 month, you can see this trend line. Let's see, this is about 37,000 and it's trending higher. Look like it, it could. Let's see if, remember that number, 37,000. If it gets below that, then we might start to see it trending downward again. Right now, it's at 42,000. Looks like it appears to be going higher. So let's see. It looks like Bitcoin may have bounced off that lows of about 35,000. I thought it got lower than 35,000, but looks like it may have bounced off the low of 35,000. Looks like it may be trending higher. Let's see, that low was 35,000. I thought it got lower. But anyway, so let's go to Ethereum. This is the 1-day chart. It's up 1.52%. 5-day down 5.36%. 1 month down 11.86%, almost 12%. And then 6 months down 2.42%. As you can see, this trend line looks like it bounced off of the low and it looks to be trending higher. If we look at the 1 month, it looks like it hit that low of about 2,400. It tested the low and then now did I say support and resistance? So remember, the bottom line is the support line, the top line is the resistance line. So if you look at this imaginary support line, it looks like it is trending about right there, although it kind of crossed over this point at about, let's see, that's somewhere between about 3,000 roughly. So it did cross over that. So we could be testing this level, so about 28.79. That 28.79. I'm sorry, 26.79. I'm sorry, I can't see. I need glasses. So just watch out for that. Right now we're at 2,900. If it hits to 26.79, we might be in a little bit of trouble. So, but right now both charts have been doing pretty good. Bitcoin a lot better than Ethereum, but they both seem to be have bounced off of the lows. So let's see what happens. So the next thing I want to show you guys. So let me get out of that. The next thing I want to show y'all is something that really, really bothered me. And I will let you see the video and then you give me your opinion of what you think about it.
I emailed Opensea and Rarible last month about projects that were selling the images of black people as meta slaves for NFTs, and yeah, they may have taken this one down, which by the way had images of kids in their collection and George Floyd as an Easter egg. But there's still probably half a dozen or more so projects that need to be doxed out. Not removed because it's too late, right? When the site's already allowed people to buy and sell the NFTs themselves, that already lives in the wallet. So just removing the collection page itself just makes them worth even more. What we have to do is dox the people that made them. And while I can't dox the creator of the Floydies just yet, I can definitely tell you who supports them. That is a tweet from the San Francisco Police Department's Twitter page that is liking the comments of the creators of the Floydies. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's crazy. My first thing is what the OpenSea? Why are you even allowing projects like that on your platform? I actually checked the Floydies and the other one were definitely taken down. But it's like, why don't you have any type of review process? I mean, you could automate it. You can make it so you review it before it actually goes live on the platform. I think that's reckless. That's just bad business, and it's unacceptable. So I definitely give OpenSea a big thumbs down for that. I mean, you guys, man, it's a lot of people that put a lot of faith in you, investing their money on your platform. They say OpenSea and Rarible, so I should have said Rarible in the description as well. I didn't see from his video. I didn't see Rarible on there. He did say it, but I didn't see it. So I'm mainly focused on OpenSea. That's the platform I use, and it's too many bad things happening on the platform. And I think, like I said, with the amount of money that they're making, they should definitely have some protocols and systems in place to protect from that. Once again, I checked and they're both taken off, but that should not have happened. The second thing is, it's some sick people out here to even create that. I mean, if you understand anything about creating NFT, it takes a little bit of effort to one, create the designs, create the smart contract, and do all of those things to get the actual NFT project live and on a marketplace. So for you to go through all of that, I mean, there was no, man, we're doing something bad. We definitely shouldn't be doing this. I mean, you got to clearly say that that is racism. That is that's just some bullshit. Seriously, that they would even create concepts like that and put it out there. And that thing with the kids, man, it's certain topics I just don't want to touch and I won't touch. But I'll bring it to your attention and I'll let you draw your conclusions. But it's some sick people out there, and I hope that whoever created that project, uh, it comes out and they get what they deserve for that. And then the last point is the actual police department liking the tweet. Sometimes I wonder who runs the pages, how they. I mean, at the end of the day, there's an individual, even though it's like it's a police department or it's an organization. There's one person that typically runs a Twitter account, or multiple people, but mainly one person that may be doing the posting or the liking and certain things like that. But the fact that they can actually do that, and I get it. There are people that disagree with a lot of the things that have happened with George Floyd and a lot of other situations, but for the greater good of the organization, they shouldn't allow that to happen. There should be some type of protocol in place to say, you like that, you will get in trouble or discipline for behavior like that. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, that's how they all feel. Now I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, but for the most part, it shouldn't have happened. And the fact that you got caught, I definitely think that there should be some type of statement if it hasn't been already. But that is crazy. And let me be very clear, it could be fake. Um, Once again, I'm just kind of sharing information that came across my desk that I saw. It could be fake. So just keep that in mind too. But if everything that the guy put in the video is real, it's fucked up. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But the Metaslave thing, it's clear that it was on OpenSea. The Floydies NFT, it's clear that it was on OpenSea. So hopefully, uh, not only were they taken down, but that won't happen again. So as I conclude, I want to wrap up with this, guys. I like to try to mix in a little bit of NFTs and a little bit of business. Then I also want to mix in a little bit of positivity from my perspective. So let me share this with you. I wrote this article a few years ago. Um, and basically the title of this article is 6 reasons why you can't be afraid to do things alone. But I'll add to that. I say we cannot be afraid to take this journey in life, to make anything happen, to build a business. We have to be willing to go at it alone. In my experiences, well, let me read the article and then I'll give you my take. Once again, I wrote this a few years ago. It says happiness is achieved by interacting with other human beings. Unfortunately, that dependency on people may hurt your chances of ever being truly happy. When you see someone at the movies, on vacation, or at the bar alone, you tend to think that something is wrong, but chances are they may be enjoying themselves just as much as you are with all of your friends. Being solo encourages you to go to places and do things that you want to do instead of doing that. I'm sorry. Being solo encourages you to go to places and do things that you want to do instead of depending on others for your own experiences. Conquering your fear of being alone is no easy task. Our culture promotes having a lot of friends and being social, whether in person or online, but you need time to be alone to reflect on you and your personal development. Then I go and give 6 reasons why it's important to do things alone. You're more creative. Doing things by yourself can help you get your creativity going. You regulate your emotions. When you're always around other people, you're always trying to figure out other people's emotions. In doing so, you may lose touch with your own. You become more independent. A surefire way to build self confidence is to learn to enjoy being alone. Number 4, you do what you want to do. When you go out by yourself, you do it for your experience and yours only. Number 5, you connect better. Being alone will force you to view situations in a new way. You spend more time watching and listening, and this helps you understand the people around you better. And lastly, you learn to like yourself more. You are amazing, and you don't need validation from anyone else to confirm that. The more time you spend alone, the more you remind yourself of your value. Um, and to add, the more you understand how to love yourself, you won't allow people in your life who do not fit. And this is hard because, like I said, everything about society makes you feel inadequate if you're by yourself a lot. And with me, I tend to spend a lot of time alone. I went through those phases of always wanting to have a bunch of friends. I always wanted to bring everybody along with me in my business journeys and in different things that I did that I was learning. But I started to realize that we're all individuals. And I think the moment you start to embrace time alone, you start to really, really understand who you are, what makes you happy, and you take the dependency of others to bring happiness to you because unfortunately, people will let you down. And it sucks that it happens that way, especially if you're not that type of person. I mean, obviously, I'm biased, but I think that my intentions are always pure. I really always want to help people. I want to share what I know, and sometimes that come across the wrong way. Some people look at it as I think I'm better than them, or I think I know it all. But I look at it as I learned something, and I want you to learn it too. And here you go. And over the years, I've learned that that's not the best course of action. So I don't do it as much. I definitely don't share my thoughts and my feelings on situations as much as I used to, because sometimes you end up creating more enemies than uh, you should be creating. And part of me don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, I like to live life with no regrets. And I want to think that I try my best to help any situation or help individuals. But I also realize sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut, put your head to the ground, and keep going and make the things happen that you need to make happen. Because from my perspective, I got so many things that I still need to do and that I haven't achieved yet. So although I want to help the world, I want to help everyone else. I got to help me first. I got to get things happening. Sometimes when you're distracted and focused on so many other things and so many other people besides yourself, you don't get the things that you need to get accomplished. So I hope you really, really understand the concept that it's important to feel confident enough to go at it alone. And yeah, and I'm just going to kind of leave you with these words. Once again, I used to do my 1 minute with BBTs, and I always said that that I wanted to include some of that in these shows. So check it out.
Forget your opinion. I don't subscribe to groupthink. I'm no fanboy. I want the truth and nothing but the truth. That's what motivates me, and I hope that it motivates you too. But the truth is hard to reach when our thoughts and opinions are constantly being dictated by others. The news, social media, celebrities, influencers. We can't think for ourselves because we're brainwashed and consumed with the lives of everyone but our own. We idolize and follow people for what? We have to be a part of a group for what? Anyone focused on you following them and not empowering you to unlock your gifts and potential is someone you shouldn't be following. It's important for you to look at things from every perspective. Challenge the narrative and formulate your own opinion. Well, it's time to hit the gym because it's no days off. I don't need your approval. When I look in the mirror, all I need is for me to be happy with the person that I see. Every lesson learned needs to contribute to your ability to think critically and to wrap a decision independently. So please be careful following people and focus on your own self-love, self-care, and self-confidence. Smile for a thumbnail.
Message. Hey, look, y'all, I do have to hit the gym because it's no days off. It's kind of late this Saturday. Like I said, F you, Facebook. I spent too much time on that call just trying to do things that should be easy to do. We still have more work to do. So I got to be on the call on a Sunday when it's Super Bowl Sunday. And I like to take Sundays off, but the work must go on. I got to make it happen. And I hope that you're making it happen in your respective homes, in your respective situations. Hope you're relaxing. If you're fortunate to have good weather like we have here in Florida, mainly Miami, I hope that you're out at the beach or at the pool or just outside enjoying nature. So I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day. Mental Bar Gang NFT and Opensea, get your act together. Please. No more racism. I'm not saying you did it, but you allowed it. So that means that you are part of the problem. I'm out.